Hello everybody, this is Gunhead70 and today I'm doing a review on the 1:144 scale high grade blue frame astray. Obviously it's not blue, it's gold. That's because I did a custom color scheme. Well, I guess you couldn't really call it custom color. It's just that Bandai does not make a gold frame as far as I know in 1:144 scale. I've seen the red, blue, and the green, but I've never seen a gold frame. I've seen it in a 1:100 scale, and that's about it. So I decided to paint this one gold. Now I'm not going to do too much on articulation because there's just a lot of videos out there on this particular model. It's been out for a while, but I will go over the colors that I used. Now I used Tamiya lacquers to paint this model, and I painted the model metallic black for the chest, just a bright red for the details on the torso. I painted it, Tamiya flat white, and then I gave it a flat clear coat. And then all the gold was painted with Tamiya gold. The panel lining was all done with a fine tipped marker, and then I used on the underside of the shield, which is supposed to be gray, I used Tamiya German gray, and I used Tamiya semi-gloss for the gun, and then I used gunmetal and flat black, also Tamiya colors, for the bazooka. Now, the only thing that I did not really pay any attention to, and it didn't really bother me, are the polycaps. I left those polycaps blue because in the past I've tried to paint polycaps before, and once you start moving it, the paint just flakes off. So I said, forget it, I'm not going to worry about it. They're not really noticeable unless you start, flipping it up, and this guy's just going to sit on my shelf. So I didn't worry about painting polycaps or anything like that. Now, as far as the articulation goes, I'm just going to go over some basic articulation, because pretty much all Gundams have basic articulation, and this one has some points of it are better than normal, and those are the points that I'm going to go over. Now, the head is basic. It doesn't have a double joint in it. It's just got a single ball joint in the head, so it's up and down, and then it'll rotate 360 degrees if you want to. The arms will rotate 360 degrees. The elbow is a single joint. I'll just take his hand out, that'll be easier. It's a single joint, but it bends up all the way like that, so you get a pretty good bend out of it, even though it's single jointed, and does make for some good posing. The torso will rotate 360, but there is a little lip that goes around the skirt that kind of gets in the way. You'll hit that if you try and go 360, so if you've painted yours, watch out for that. Legs will go up that far, they'll go out that far, they'll go back that far, whoops, go back a little bit far, well, nope, that's it. Back skirt gets in the way. Knee bends about like that. The most interesting joint is in the leg, or the foot area. It uses two joints. It uses a ball joint and a polycap that's got a cup in it, so you get pretty good forward and back movement. But then there's that, which really allows the foot to go up quite a bit. So I thought that was kind of neat that they threw that in there. I haven't come up with a pose that he can do using it. I kind of have my red frame in a lunging pose, which that function seems to work pretty well on, but other than that I haven't experimented too much with it. Now, as for the kit, I really like it. I think this is a really good kit. If you're into 1:144 scales and you want something that's very nicely detailed and not too difficult to put together, this one is probably one of those ones that you should take a look at. It didn't take me long to put it together. I think I put my red frame together in, you know, a couple of hours of watching TV and doing other things in between. So it didn't take very long to put together. And this one I put together and painted in 3 days of just working on it, you know, an hour or so, a couple hours every day, with the painting included and the panel lining. So it didn't take an awful lot amount of time to get him ship shape and ready to go on my shelf. So other than that, I can't think of anything else to talk about on this guy here. So I think that's going to do it for today, and we'll see you guys next time.